I don't know if the camera's doing this justice, but that is a wild looking sky in the morning. It's huge and orange. Do you guys have any of the blueberry sour cream glazed right now?
No,
That's a shame.
we have only sour cream glaze.
Okay, I'll get one of those. And can I
Okay.
get a small double?
A small double, okay?
Cheers. Thanks so much. Take care. So, we got the goods. So we're going for a visual inspection here. There's obviously a lack of blueberries, and it doesn't look super great, so I'll bet we can do it better. Here's the recipe we're using. I got it when I was in school, so it's pretty reliable. It starts with butter and sugar, and you just cream this together. You could use a hand or a stand mixer, but I'm trying to do this all by hand to make it look more approachable for somebody at home. I'm adding a blueberry coulis in here. We're going to use this a little bit later for plating, but I also thought it'd be great to infuse the flavor into our donut now. Next, we go in with the sour cream, and we're just going to mix this until it becomes kind of like a batter consistency. I'm sifting out my flour now, and we're going to fold this in slowly. You don't want to overwork it, but I don't think it's going to be too bad if you mush it around for a bit. You kind of want it to look like a loose cookie dough. We're going to wrap this up and pop it in the fridge for about an hour. I set a timer, but I think I left it for a little bit longer. So next we're going to make a sour cherry compote. I put 200 grams of sour cherries from my backyard, 50 grams of sugar, a little bit of lemon, and a splash of water. And we're just going to bring this to a boil. While this is boiling, we'll make a creme anglaise. I got 150 grams of cream, teaspoon of vanilla, 25 grams of sugar, and a pinch of salt going in here. It's just a small batch here, everybody. So we're just going to bring that to a simmer, and I'm going to break apart 4 yolks here. Pretty aggressively it looks. We'll drop the other 25 grams of sugar, and then we're just going to temper our hot into our yolk. I'm over a water bath now, and I'm just stirring this until it kind of thickens up. You want to get to roughly 82 degrees, I believe. I don't really have a thermometer, but if you do the spoon thing, it seems to work for me. I'm just going to stir that out, and that's what's left of our compote. I did actually thicken it with some cornstarch because I wanted it to hold nicely. So it's about time that we can shape up these donuts. I'm just going to roll it out to about 1/2 inch. It didn't take a lot of rolling, and then I just shaped it with my hands a bit. And here I am, I'm just speed cutting through it all. I did start speeding up a lot of portions of this video, so if it starts looking weird, that would be why. Well, here we go. We're all shaped up and we're ready to fry. So I'm going to make a short glaze, so we're ready to drop these right in there after we pull them out of the fryer. I took a whole lemon, watered it down a little bit. I probably could have added more, but I didn't want to waste too much sugar. I didn't want it to be super thin, right? Like, I wanted to actually hold on to my donuts and glaze them nicely. So I'm just going to zoom through here. I did some small ones, and I also did a full-size one. I want to do a taste test comparison between mine and the one from Tim Hortons. The small ones we're going to use so we can do our plated dessert at the end of the video. You want to try and make something pretty still, even though it's just donuts. So this is the donut I'm going to use to compare against Tim Hortons. I think mine looks a little bit nicer. It's got more crackle going on. And it is bigger. It definitely caked more than theirs did. So there's our 3 little guys. 1, 2, 3. There's the big one. Thought it looked kind of cool when I slow-moed it beforehand. But now that I'm watching it, it's a little bit lackluster. No big deal though. The donuts look pretty good, so I'm into it. It's a quick little panorama. And here we go. We're going to do a cross-section. If you're from Canada or you've been to Canada and you've had a donut at this particular shop, then you know the sour cream glazed. It's kind of like a thick, cakey donut. It's dense in my opinion, but it's super sugary. What I liked about mine in comparison was that it was a little more fluffy and actually cake-like, but it still had that denseness on the outside and the crackling, which held a lot of that short glaze, which I enjoyed. I didn't even bother with the Timmy's one. I'd had so many donuts at this point, truly. Anyways, let's plate up this dessert. Got my creme anglaise on the base. We're doing our 3 little donuts. There's my blueberry coulis I was talking about earlier. The one that we added inside the actual dough we're using to plate as well. I think I did that in the last video too. We're gonna put a little bit of mint on here just because we like the green. And that's strictly the only reason. And then we're gonna add some icing sugar. And I thought it looked pretty nice. I could have maybe added more blueberries, but thanks for hanging out.